Hi, I'm Kathy Oberman Tracy from Tim's Kitchen at Wakeman Town Farm. Today we're going to be making chocolate bark. Super easy and great to do with the kids. But remember, you can also make an adult version for your own secret stash. This recipe is great because you can find everything in your pantry and use what's left over. So to start, we're using 2 bags of chocolate chips today. You could use 1, that's fine, but it's easier to use chocolate chips than regular, or unless you're going to cut up your chocolate, that's fine. So we're putting chocolate chips into a double boiler. I have about 2 inches of water in this pot, and it is just at a simmer, creating steam underneath the bottom of this, and this will slowly melt the chocolate and not burn it. We're going to use a wooden spoon to stir it occasionally, and we're adding 1/4 cup of heavy cream. You could also use half and half or milk if necessary. So once the chocolate melts, we can move forward. And I went into my pantry the other night to look for things that we could make a bark with. And I found things like raisins, pretzels, these delicious cherries from Trader Joe's. The Ameranian cherries, they are divine. They're actually better in a cocktail, but I digress. I found some candied ginger, a dried tangerine, and coconut. And I'm going to show you in a minute how we're going to mix these all up and make the bark. Okay, so we have the chocolate melted now. Be sure to wear an oven mitt because these bowls will be hot, and have a kitchen towel so you can wipe off the bottom of the bowl because the condensation from the steam will accumulate there and drip all over. So I have a baking sheet here that I've lined with a Silplat. You could also use parchment paper or wax paper. Either one of those are fine. So I'm doing half of the chocolate on this baking sheet and just returning that to keep it warm. So now what I'm using is an offset spatula. It makes it easier to spread the chocolate, but any spatula will work. And we're just going to smear it around and make one even layer of chocolate. It doesn't matter what shape it is, anything, it's fine. And this is great for the kids. It's a lot of fun for them to do this and smear chocolate around. What could be better? Melted chocolate. Okay, so once you have a nice even layer, you can have fun. So for the kid version, some salted pretzels are a great base. And we'll just put some pretzels here and then some raisins. Perfect. It's kind of like that old, I think they used to be called Chunkies, those candy bars, or at least when I was a kid. I'm just moving these pretzels over here. So we're gonna do half and half. This is kind of fun because you can do 2 different kinds. Now I'm using those beautiful cherries that I said are delicious in a cocktail, but they're also great for the kids. These cherries actually lend themselves to the chocolate. They're the best chocolate covered cherry you've ever had. So we're just putting a few of the cherries on here, and I'm going to drizzle a little of the sauce over it. And when we're done with this, we put this in the fridge and it will harden. And once it's hardened, you can break it up into shards and put it in a plastic container. Or, if it lasts that long, that is, you can eat it right away. So on this one, this is our adult-friendly version. Oh, I forgot, actually, for the kids. If you have leftover Christmas sprinkles or any kind of sprinkles, it's kind of fun. It makes them really cute, and the kids will have way more fun with that. So it makes it pretty, something different. Okay, back to the adult version. So now we're going to spoon the rest of this chocolate for the adults. And once again, I'm going to do sort of a half and half. I'm going to be using a couple of different dried fruits, and again with the offset spatula, just quickly doing nice bark here. Okay, so what I found in my pantry anyway was some candied ginger, some shredded coconut, and some dried tangerine. What could be better? Chocolate and orange is just divine. So here's our chopped up dried tangerine. Yum. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And then on the other half, I'm going to do this candied ginger, which is a little bit of spice and sweet. It's definitely more of an adult flavor. And shredded coconut. This is so good. Okay, so now that we have enough on here, we'll put them in the fridge for just maybe 20 minutes. And then you can take them out, peel them off, and crack them. You can put them on a cutting board and use a knife, or you can just break them by hand. Either way, they're delicious. Thanks for joining us today, and hope to see you back at the farm soon.